It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Dolphins and the Chargers coming up next.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the LA Chargers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Well, CD, new season is here. Lions and Chiefs got it going on Thursday night. You and I were there. What a scene that was. But now here we are a few days later on Sunday, looking at two teams with great expectations here to begin 2023.
It's always fun to get a new season started, isn't it, partner? Because everyone feels like they've got a shot at the defending champs. They think that they can be the new champs. And here we are getting things going. Let's have some fun.
A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when their body's on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
Now the 7-year veteran, Austin Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Now Hill to return it. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
All right, partner, a brand new season. With it comes a sense of unbridled optimism for every team and, of course, every quarterback. It's a blank slate for every passer in this league, and he really couldn't hide his excitement during interviews this week. He thinks his offense is stacked. They've spent the entire offseason making adjustments and trying to find another year. And as this season begins, they believe they've found it. You watch him warm up, everything is crisp, moving with great speed. This is an offense that can't wait to get to the first series of the new year.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. First carry of the game for the Aggie alum, Devon Achane. And he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4. Now we look now at their selections from this last draft. And, Charles, one thing that they were just unanimous in telling us is that they had their eyes on certain guys. They didn't think that they would get all of them. But they feel like they pretty much got everyone that they wanted. That's a rarity.
They never took their hand to the rest of the league either, Brandon, because what they did was they...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 62 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You say, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Tua going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. H.A. now up the middle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
Here's the veteran. That's Jeff Wilson. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
And they'll run here with H.A. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Hey, come on, two. Come on, two. Come on, two.
From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Now this throw caught left side and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Run!
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Running left, it's A-Chain. And he's got some space here. And he's out right at the 25. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. So a good grab there, and here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
A-Chain on 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Let's go, let's go.
Herbert. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's taken down right away at the 39-yard line. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. Room to maneuver at the 35. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Herbert now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 12-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because,
and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Line of scrimmage back at their own 3 now as they come up 2nd and long. A give up the middle to A-Chain. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
And he's got a man. Gets the tight end Howard complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. After the turnover, here's Herbert. His throw incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To the air again, Herbert. His throw complete right side to the tight end, Parham. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Donald Parham, 34 yards. And the Chargers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time it up to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. The 2 is going to change things up. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, this is a half for not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From midfield, here's Tua. Dancing to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out. And the first half was not kind to him, and he knows that. 3 interceptions, but still tied, so kind of a clean slate.
I'd say it's a reprieve because ordinarily you throw 3 interceptions, your team should be behind. So he has to be thinking to himself, okay, I'm off the hook for that one. I have to play better for my team here in the second half.
Tua sets up to pass it. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Howard. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On the handoff, it's H.A. to about the 40-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. More from L.A. in a moment. Tua wants to throw it on second down. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Again, it's H.A. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 61 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Out of the gun, here's a give to H.A. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Wilson will score. Touchdown, Miami. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they used the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrating so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
In motion left comes Williams. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Let's go.
Here's Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now it's Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, LA! Mike Williams, 56 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 14. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Looking left side of, he's got a man. That's Howard. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On second down, a run by H.A. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Open man downfield is Hill. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The end result, 21 yards. Tua going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
From down near his goal line here, Herbert. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
On second down, Eckler. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. He's to the 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick-6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the 4th. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? Again, Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 8. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Herbert now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. So a third straight pass attempt after they ran it on 1st down. Third straight incompletion. Now they're forced to give the ball up.
It must have felt like they just couldn't get it done on the ground. You know, something in what they saw in the defense or how they felt about their offensive line, it just told them throw the football and end up with 3 straight incompletions, turn the ball over on downs, give a big, big check mark to the defense on that one.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. And that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
This one thrown underneath to A-Chain. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's A-Chain on the give. Up to the 20. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early.
Ball start, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To throw is Tua. He'll buy some time right. That'll be caught by Hill. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. And they will take a knee here. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week